All right, so a great evening to you, and thank you very much for finding time to join us at this amazing session. It is my pleasure to present to you the life-changing information. Remember, the goal of this presentation is not to coerce you, force you, or intimidate you into doing anything. You don't have to do anything. The goal of this presentation is to educate you, educational purposes, to tell you what's working for us, what's changing our lives, and then you decide if it's something you want to do. I'm going to do my best to give you the data you need that will help you take a more informed decision. But first, I'm just like you. I'm just somebody who is curious. I've been curious. I said, there must be money online. There must be money on the blockchain. And in the process of trying to figure out the money, I've made lots of losses. I've been open-minded because I believe that opportunity to change your financial story exists everywhere. It depends on where you choose to look. And so in the process, we've been exposed to many platforms that disappointed us, many platforms that told lies, many platforms without any CEO, many platforms that would tell lie about who their CEO is. So many Ponzi schemes. So over time, I kind of observe the pattern. And so I can quickly sense a platform that is no good based on pattern recognition. All right. Based on, what I've observed as a common trend across various platforms where we all lost money. So if you've lost money in the past, do not despair. For many years, I refused to be part of any platform that promises returns because most of them were scams, no matter how they presented. However, I had to come out of retirement because of the opportunity that I'm going to present to you tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. The first question is, can someone get rich with crypto? The answer is yes. And this is an example of Ethereum, just to show you how somebody's capital can rise. For those who don't really know how the market operates, if you bought Ethereum when it was just $300 and you were patient for a few years, all right, the $5,000 you used to buy Ethereum will give you 16.6 Ethereum. Now, that 16.6 Ethereum over a few years will become 74,000 Ethereum. From 5,000 to 74,000, you're doing nothing. So that's how the market works. And if you repeat it again here, you just double it. So that's how the market works. People can use that to, play in the market and make money. It's important that we understand that part. So welcome to Aurum. Aurum is the game changer. Aurum is the platform that is doing what many people were trying to tell lies that they were doing, but Aurum is the game changer. And so you're going to have access to screens like this, the dashboard that's going to give you your daily trade results. And at this point, I like to emphasize one thing. Where is the money coming from? The money is not interest charged on any property. It's not interest. It is income coming from trading. So for people who are sensitive about usury and all that, this is income coming from trading activities. So what do I mean by trading? There are assets on the blockchain. You buy those assets, and when they rise by 0.5%, the platform sells them and takes profit. Buy low, sell high. That is where the money in this opportunity is coming from. Now, one thing you need to note, just to give you a little bit of experience, remember I said pattern recognition. Most platforms that will scam you will tell you they'll pay you a fixed percentage every single day. And you could be getting 1% daily. And you're going to be excited. I'm getting 1% daily. But that's how the scams operate. They will pay you a fixed percentage every single day. That's part of the property of being involved in a scam. Now, another thing about scams is they will never generate 6 months trading results of their trading. Now, Aurum has generated 6 months trading results live on KuCoin Exchange and OKX Exchange, where they are trading. And they generated these results live before everybody. And so remember, ask for those videos from whoever invited you here, because once you see those 6 months trading results, the question you're going to ask yourself is, have I ever been part of a platform that had the guts to show me 6 months trading results, not on a website, but in the exchange where they say they are trading, not their own exchange, in the exchange where they say they are trading. So this is a critical point that we observed with Aurum that made us have a lot of confidence about what they do. Now you can see this same account is about $8,000 as at the time of this screen capture. You can see withdrawals here, go through super easy. And this is a $10,000 account. And you can see every day the income is different. That's what I want you to take note. Every day the income is different because the market is different. So I'm just trying to help you understand, for coming to this webinar, I want you to be a future proof in kind of for when it comes to opportunity so that you do not fall into some traps. I mean, you should have gone beyond some traps. So here's another trap from many platforms. If a platform tells you they're going to give you signals to trade every 1 o'clock or every 7 o'clock, the same time every day, they're giving you signals and it's working, that's a scam. All right? Because the market does not behave the same way at the same time every day. All right? So people have been scammed by this several times. This template is repeated several times. So I want you to be careful and to be more experienced. So welcome to Aurum. In Aurum, every day's trading result is different. Trades happen at different times of the day. It's not a fixed time. And this is real trading. Now, Trustpilot, a website where people give reviews, gave Aurum Foundation a 4.5 rating. Now, please take note, it is Aurum Foundation. If you go to Play Store, there are so many Aurums, all right? Be careful. And that is why when people say, let me go do my research, I say, when you finish your research, share them with me because you're likely going to be doing research about another Aurum that is promising 5% per day, all right? Or one scam out there. So please, it is Aurum Foundation. Aurum Foundation, and this is a very critical point. So go to trustpilot.com, just type Aurum Foundation, and you're going to see clearly this amazing rating. Almost clearly 5-star, 4.5 out of 5-star. That is to show you confidence exists here. So this is a quick video also showing you a little bit about Aurum.
Aurum Neobank is a next-generation financial ecosystem with a fully integrated cycle. Top up your balance, earn through the trading bot, spend with your card, and restart the loop. Choose from 4 card tiers: Nova, Imperium, World Elite, and Infinity. Each unlocks access to cryptocurrency payments, low fees, and premium rewards. No verification required. Minimal fees. Physical card included. Higher transaction limits. Take control of your finances and grow your wealth with Aurum Neobank.
Grow your wealth with Aurum Neobank. That is what it is. Grow your wealth. The technology today is to show you how to make money on the blockchain, and Aurum makes it look so easy. Aurum makes it look so easy. Aurum is meant for the family, for the use of the family. So you are going to get an account with Aurum. Your spouse is going to get an account with Aurum. And both of you are going to be smiling. Your kids are going to be smiling because the bills will be taken care of. That's what Aurum will bring to the table in your family. Aurum is a decentralized fintech company, and that means it's on the blockchain and it's connected to the blockchain. Fintech tells you it's an innovation technology platform, a platform that innovates and does what people will say is difficult to do. That is what fintech is, decentralized fintech company. So remember, when you join the team in Aurum, remember, we don't just earn, we empower. It is an empowerment program. In some continents, there's so much poverty that people need the Aurum empowerment. And that is why this webinar is holding back to back, just to educate you and show you what's working for us. Some people will say, what is AI? I don't know what AI is. Well, if you know ChatGPT, if you know Perplexity.ai, if you know Gamma.app, or any of the AI tools that can convert your voice to anything and take a picture to speak, manipulate your facial expression, there are lots of AI AI is artificial intelligence. Of course, even the average PC has some level of artificial intelligence, but AI has gone beyond what anybody could imagine 20 years ago. AI is in your pocket. So we tell you keep an open mind. Even if you don't know what AI is, don't worry. All you need to know is that there's an artificial superior intelligence that is so powerful that it can see some things that you might not see. All right. And it's modeled, it's trained to behave with precision. That's AI. So Aurum is an ecosystem, and that is the second thing you need to remember. It's a fintech company, it's not a network marketing company. Aurum is a fintech company. And it's important you understand this. And I'll get back to that later. So when it comes to financial technology, that is Aurum. All right. We're going to talk about a couple of the ecosystem tools, and we'll get back to those details as we go along. So it's important for you to know who's running the platform. Now, I told you earlier about pattern recognition, right? One of the things that we observed from all the scams that we engaged in was those scams will put somebody's picture on the PowerPoint, just like this, but the person is not real. They're going to give him a name, but the person is not real. And we observed that. So the first time we saw the slide, we said, come on, who is this Brian Benson? And people told us he is a former director of Binance. He was in charge of opening the Binance offices in Latin America. Wow, we said, is he a real person? We need to speak with him. So we arranged a Zoom session where we spoke with Brian Benson, and he was so down to earth. That session made me know that this is a technocrat. And while we asked him, are you really Brian Benson? Are you the Brian Benson of Binance? He said, yes. He brought out his international passport, his US passport, flagged it and said, come on, this is me. For a CEO to be so down to earth, to tell us, come on, I know people think that I'm not real, but I am real. And so you see so many people today, they feel, oh, Brian Benson is not real. Brian Benson is not real. He never worked at Binance. Well, Brian Benson doesn't need to make so much noise. His pedigree speaks for itself. Now, when you go to Google, and this is where some people get confused, they'll see a younger picture of Brian Benson, then they'll see an older picture. All right. Those are his faces. All right. He's not a kid anymore. When he was at Binance, he was way younger, and now he has grown older. That is the same Brian Benson. And it's not, he has worked with Morgan Stanley. He was a trader in Morgan Stanley, worked with Binance, implemented a lot of financial technology tools to improve Binance operations. He also had a career in Kima. On your own, just go use ChatGPT, Perplexity.ai, or some AI tools, and just look for the work history of Brian Benson. And then just remember it's BRYANBENSON. Okay. While some people are saying Brian Benson is not real, he's not real. Well, Forbes Finance Council made him a member. So Forbes Finance Council is not a council you can go ask to be invited. No, you can't force your way into Forbes. It's an invite-only platform. They will invite you. When they see your pedigree in the financial field, in the ecosystem, when they see that you're making massive contributions, Forbes Finance Council will call on you. And so right there on Forbes Finance Council, councils.forbes.com, Brian Benson's face is there. And he is there as the CEO of Aurum Foundation. All right, Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Brian Benson is the CEO of Aurum Foundation with over 27 years experience in fintech, digital assets, and Web3. He previously served as managing director at Binance, focusing on regional growth and financial inclusion. That's his face. And so when people say, oh, he's not real, he's not the real Brian Benson, he's a scam, I tell them, come on, go to councils.forbes.com. And you're going to see Brian Benson there. Forbes is not going to write bullshit about someone because Forbes has pedigree. Can Forbes write about you? It's going to take a lot of work. So we have somebody who is an eminent resource person, a person of repute, a celebrity on the blockchain space, serving as the CEO of Aurum. Now remember, pattern recognition. Those scams will just put somebody, you can't verify who the person is. You can't have a Zoom session with the person. You can't even appear live with the person. You can't meet him physically. Now, there are some scams that will send people to meet you physically. Now, those people have no background, no reputation. They're just scammers who come out of nowhere. All right. So we have somebody that Forbes has written about, and I need you to understand this slide. This is extremely powerful. That is who is running point at Aurum. Now, there was an event, Token 2049. He was also present at that event. In fact, as a celebrity blockchain expert, he gave a speech at that event. That is an event people paid $1,000 to attend. He gave a speech. The title was, Can AI Make People Richer? That is Brian Benson. That is Brian Benson. And look at the picture on Forbes. That is Brian Benson. And many of our members have met him at the just concluded launch of Aurum Foundation, which happened over the last weekend. I mean, Brian Benson was there live, hugging members and really interacting with them. It's a simple, down-to-earth guy. Aurum is a unique platform, always written about, in a positive way by several platforms. Forbes has written about Aurum. Binance has written about Aurum. Benzinga, many of these platforms have written about Aurum. So here's an example, Bitcoin Reporter, emotionless finance, why AI-led trading will shape the next bull market, all right? And we also have, crypto slides. So many platforms, many portals are writing about Aurum. Now with this information, are you still going to say, oh, I remember the last platform, I lost money? Listen, I've also lost money, like I said at the beginning, but who was the CEO of that platform? The moment I saw that Brian Benson was a real person, I said, come on, I don't want to be told the story of what happens in Aurum. I want to be part of the story. No risk, no reward. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. AI is making what used to be impossible possible. The things that people used to say, oh, we're going to scam people to get it. No, AI is doing it now. AI is your friend. But we need to understand risk. When people come for online meetings, they say, no, I don't want to take risk. This is too risky. So let me tell you this. Taking a flight from your country to another country and putting $10,000 in Aurum, which is riskier? If something goes wrong, which is riskier? Getting on that flight is riskier. So you're already used to risk. I'm just trying to tell you that you're already used to risk. It's just that when it becomes something about money, you get so emotional. Yeah, but you're already used to risk. Getting to your car and driving to work is risky. There are people that drive to work and they don't come back alive. Going to bed is risky. There are people that go to bed and they don't wake up. Life is full of risk. So don't think when you come online, the risk is higher. No, the risk is not necessarily higher. It's just normal risk. But you need to have a symmetry in your risk. You want to look at the pedigree of the platform, the people in charge of it, and have a chance of success, right? You want to be sure that there's a good chance of success. You don't want to jump into just the next Ponzi scheme because you're trying to. That's betting or gambling. That's not what we do here. You do some good analysis. So when it comes to Aurum, this is a very good platform, but we still tell you that anything trading involves some inherent risk, right? Trading has its own inherent risk, just like getting on the plane and flying to a different country, right? And so we tell you, don't bring your children's school fees here. Don't bring your house rent here, all right? Putting money, you can allow trade for you. Come in big, because if you come in bigger, you enjoy the platform better. Come in big, but always coming with money that is extra money, right? Not money you want to feed the next day. To get started with Aurum, you just need to pay the subscription fee of $20. Actually, 19.99. That is 1 year subscription. Once you activate that subscription, oh my goodness, you have access to all the ecosystem tools to grow your wealth. 1 year license, 19.99. Super affordable. Now, if Aurum were some other platforms, they're going to make this subscription $100 or $120 because they want to pay people from that amount of money. No, but Aurum said, no. We're not paying anybody from this money. It's $20. It goes to the company. We want Aurum to be accessible to everyone. So that is the first one of the sources of income of Aurum. The subscription, you put it, just imagine if we grow this team to 1 million members, that will be $20 million. As you subscribe to Aurum, remember this. You're not coming to a platform that is just learning how to trade. No, they've been trading for over 2 years. Stable monthly performance for over 2 years. So that's why I tell you, this is not that risky because they've got it right and they've been delivering results for 2 years. I joined this platform in August. They've been delivering results since August. There are people that joined in April. They've been getting results. April last year, they've been getting results consistently. The people that joined in 2024, they've been getting results, consistently. So that is the power of the opportunity. But one question that crosses people's mind is, how come Aurum has lasted for several years and just has 50,000 members? Because at the event that just concluded, at the launch of Aurum, the official launch of Aurum, the CEO said we're just about over 50,000 members. So how come over 2 years plus, and we're just 50,000 members? The answer is simple. Aurum was not built for network marketing. Aurum was built as a technology for institutional grade trading, which would not be accessible to the world. So imagine the trading that banks do to grow their assets. You don't have access to that trading. If you did, you're going to go open your bank. So this is Aurum deciding to share this technology with you. Over the past 2 years, they've been trading for big boys. People can put in $1 million, $500,000, $900,000. So they've been trading for these persons. And, that's it. There was no drive to say, bring in the crowd. Aurum is not a network marketing platform. It is a fintech technology. However, the idea of building an exchange came up. And the thought was, if we're going to build an exchange, then we need a community. Alas, Aurum became a tool that people could tell their friends about. Hey, come, let's get involved with Aurum. These guys are trading. It was not meant to connect to you and me. It could have just been there for the few people trading with it. So that is why after 2 years, Aurum just has 50,000 members, because the drive to build the exchange and to create a community is still fresh. And like every other person who has come on board, they normally wait for several months before they tell their friends. Some people waited for 9 months after trading with Aurum before telling their friends. And so, the drive to build the team has not been that aggressive. But right now, we've seen the technology and we want to tell the world. So this is the performance, all right? Machine learning and the training of the model was going on from February 2023. However, December 2023, trading started. Who were they trading for? The big boys. People who could throw in $1 million or more, all right? They were trading for them. And the results were consistent. And sometime around end of 2024, some people heard about it. Around April 2024, a few people heard about it. You're going to see a video where somebody who is trading with $900,000 will share his experience. All right, so it's really an amazing thing. So here is the first technology in the ecosystem, the EXAI bot. This bot is a blessing to families. It's going to bless you because every single day you're going to get trades, you're going to get profit, you're going to make money. But remember, it's making money from trading activities, not interest. And when it has losses, we share the losses. That is why some days the returns is not high. It could be low. That means, okay, a couple of trades went as losses. This is a very powerful tool. And this bot trades the coins that are stable, not shit coins that pump and dump, all right? Because there's a lot of money that this platform is trading with. So they're careful to select a few coins that they specialize on. So just imagine trading spot market. Spot market is safe, right? Relatively safer. And then they are using stop loss. This is not a platform that just gives your money to AI to be traded automatically. No, humans interact with the AI to ensure results. And so this is the amazing thing about Aurum. and the EXAI bot. This is a profit sharing and loss sharing platform. Remember, how do you share losses? When the trades are not too good, maybe out of 10 trades, 4 or 5, hit the stop loss, then the profit for the day will be lower. But we are always profitable every single day. All right. For the past few years. Now, how do we share the profit? The profit is shared with the methodology of the higher your capital, the higher your return on capital. The lower your capital, the lower your return on capital. So if you want to get a higher return, you want to come in with good money. Somebody trading with good money will making good percentage return than somebody trading with smaller money. Minimum trading deposit is $100. But I tell people, you don't have to start with $100 if you can afford it. It's okay to start with $120, pay the subscription $20, and get $100 started. If you want to just study the platform, maybe you're not confident. But I tell you, once you understand the platform, you want to put in good money and benefit. So here's an example of the profit sharing methodology. If you're trading with $200, $250, $300, the platform is going to take 35% of whatever profit is made with your money, and they're going to give you 65%. If you're trading with less than this amount, the platform will take 40% and give you 60. You can see. So let's go a little higher. If you're trading with $1,000, $2,000, the platform will just take only 30%. You see, just 30, not 35, not 40. You're going to take just 30 and you're going to get 70%. So do you see that the higher the capital, the more return on capital you get? Now, here's an example of 2,500, 3,000, 4,000, 5. Somebody trading with that band of capital, the platform will just take 25% of the profits made with your money, and they're going to give you 75%. Nice. And if you can do 5,000 to 9,000, you're going to be able to be getting up to 13.99. All right. Why are you going to be getting 13.99%? Because the platform will just take 20% and give you 80%. So you're going to be making 13.99%. While the person with $100 will be making 10.49. All right. And all the other guys with trading with lesser result. But you're going to be making more. And if you're trading with $10,000, $20,000, you're going to be making 14.87%, because the platform will just take 15% of the profit and give you the remaining 85%. And that's how it goes. If you're trading with $50,000, $100,000, the platform is going to just take 5% of the money made with your profit and give you 95%. So you're going to be making a lot of money. And that is why you have the cascaded percentage profits. There is no package in Aurum. Just put whatever amount you have and your capital will fall into these bands. All right. So that's why you're going to see 10 people in Aurum, and 10 of them are having different percentage return on capital. Why? Because they have different capital brackets. The higher the capital, the more profits or return on capital you make. So remember, this is not interest, right? Interest is the wrong word. You're actually making profits from real trading. We share profits, and losses are also shared with the company. On the average, every month, the platform is making about 17.5% back to back, month after month. So some people might wonder, 10 to 17% is it possible? So I decided to add this price action. Show you what happened here on a coin. I think that was ADA. In just 20 days, right? 20 days, the coin moved by 70%. So 70% was made in 20 days. But Aurum is not trying to give you 70%. No. They want to go out of the market, because the market is tricky, right? You want to go in, get out. Go in, get out. Take 0.5%, take 1%, and that is how they want to be trading. Go in, get out. So, 10 to 17% is doable in the markets. That is where the money is coming from real trading. There's a concept of compounding, which we also want people to understand. It's a powerful tool when you're compounding your trades. It's really, really, really powerful. Now, how do you compound? There's a reinvest button right on the trading page where you have the EXAI bot. There's a compound button. It's called reinvest button. By default, it's off, but when you turn it on, it becomes green. When you are in compounding mode, the profit you make every day is now added to your trading capital. And so your capital, your base capital will just be increasing. And as your base capital is increasing, you're going to be making much more money. And that is why, if you look at this account over 4 months, $10,000 became $20,000. The first month, $10,000 gave 12 points, 12,300. The next month, it became 15,500, 17,400 the third month, and 20,600 in the fourth month. So that's literally 100% in 4 months. Okay, that's the power of compounding. But you don't have to compound. If you need money for day-to-day expenses, please turn off your compounding and cash out, all right? So you can take care of your family and meet your daily needs. Now, remember this, once you turn off compounding, your profits will start dropping in the accumulated profits section. So members are very comfortable with this. Once you turn off compounding, remember, check the accumulated profits section. And that's where your profits for the day will be dropping. It will not be added to your capital because you've turned off compounding. And if you want to withdraw, you just click on this withdraw button here, right beside the accumulated profits. And all you do is to move that to your dashboard, and from the dashboard, you can move it to your exchange. So exactly how much do you want to start with? Exactly how much? People say, what's the minimum? All right, so don't think about minimum. Think of the optimal. For your own financial muscle, what's the optimal? Don't think minimal. All right, of course, the minimal is $100 startup capital for trading, bus subscription, 19.99. But before you decide where to start, consider how much will make your life, sweeter. Look at the dollars. How much will you make monthly? So these are the percentages, monthly percentages, yeah? So how much will you make monthly that your life is going to be sweeter? That's the question you need to ask yourself. Then you look for the capital that makes that possible. So if your life is going to be more interesting if you have $1,400 per month, then you need to be on $10,000. And if your life is going to be more amazing if you have $3,900 per month, then you need to be on $25,000. And you can see the local currency equivalent of these figures in this column. Now, it's good to know the target. You might not have $25,000. Some people won't have that. No, but you need to just start wherever you are. You can start with $100, but you know what? You top up. Anytime you have free funds, you top up. You top up every day. You top up as you can. You see Aurum as a savings platform where you keep topping up until you get to your target. So that's why it's important for you to know your target. Either you come in big or you start small and grow. But here's what you need to know. Something very important. Risk-free in how many months? Do you see that the higher your capital, the faster you make 100% of your capital? And that makes sense because you'll be making higher return on capital the higher your capital. So, I mean, somebody trading with $100,000 will make $100,000 in 6 months. While somebody trading with $300 will be waiting for 9 months. We are just trying to emphasize the power of compounding here. So the next two slides will be talking about the miracles that can happen with compounding over a long time. But remember, you don't have to be compounding for a long time. In the middle, you can turn off and cash out, okay? Because we want you to experience the beauty of the opportunity. So how can you make $355,000 with just $1,000 startup? That is possible with Aurum. And this is what it takes. You do $1,000 and compound for 3 years. When you compound for 3 years, your $1,000 becomes $178,000. Woo! $178,000 after 3 years, but it's 3 years of patience. So what can you do? You can do compound for 2 months, turn off for 1 month. Okay, compound for another 2 months, turn off compounding for 1 month and cash out. You can keep repeating that because that means in a month you're going to withdraw 4 times, and you likely have made some good money. All right, so you're not just waiting for 3 years, but it's good to have an idea that, oh, this is what's going to be possible over the years of trading with Aurum. Now, after 3 years, you have $178,000. That becomes your base capital. Woo! You don't have to compound anymore. You've hit your target. Then, every single year, without compounding, your $178,000 will be giving you $355,000. Woo! It's $1,000 sacrifice can change your financial destiny. Brian Benson made it so. Brian Benson made it so. Ladies and gentlemen, $1,000 can change your financial history. So go get $1,000 if you can't afford it. If you can't afford it, get in, compound for 2 months, turn off for 1 month, just keep going year after year after year, and you're going to experience a miracle in Aurum. And how about parents who have their kids in school maybe a couple of years before university, and the parents are thinking, how can I get raise funds for university? I want to send my kids to Harvard. I want to send my kids to all the top universities in the world. Okay, you can put the $500 and keep it for 5 years. $500 for 5 years is going to give you $3.4 million. Remember, we're just trying to show you what's possible with compounding. We're not saying you must compound. If you need money, turn off compounding. Okay? So, but that's what's possible. There are people that do 2 weeks compounding and 2 weeks turn off compounding and cash out. All right? So just play around with it. Just understand that over time, as you trade with Aurum, you're going to experience this financial breakthrough in your life. Now, after compounding for 5 years, what's going to happen? That $3.4 million becomes your base capital. And that means every single year, without compounding anymore, you're going to be making $6.9 million every single year. This is a life-changing opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, and I encourage you to take it seriously. Remember, we're not trying to push you, say you must do this. No, we don't even care if you do it or not. But we care enough just to educate you, right? We just want to educate people so that if you take a decision, you're taking it based on facts and not based on ignorance. So people will say, oh, Brian Benson is not real. He's a scammer. He's just a fake person. Do you even know who Brian Benson is? Now, this man is in charge of a platform that has a bot called the Zeus bot. The EXAI bot is the first bot. The Zeus bot is a miraculous bot. The Zeus bot generates profits in terms of whatever coin you load on the Zeus bot. I repeat, the Zeus bot generates profit for you in the name of the coin that you loaded. So if you load Pepe, your profits will be coming as Pepe. So you're going to be generating more Pepe. So when the market is crashing in the bear season, you have no problem. You just keep creating more Pepe. If you load BNB, you'll be generating more BNB. If you load Ethereum, you're generating more Ethereum. If you load BTC, you're generating more BTC. That's a Zeus bot, all right? I mean, there is no doubt that AI is changing people's lives. The question is, will you want to be part of this revolution? Or do you want to still just say, oh, it's not possible. This is a scam. Brian Benson is not real. Oh, this is going to crash. They will see it will crash. I mean, are you going to take a chance? Because if you don't take a chance, you don't stand a chance. AI is creating revolution in the world. What ChatGPT is doing today, if they told you 20 years ago, you would say it's impossible. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, the world is changing. This is another ecosystem tool, the cards. We have cards connected to Visa and MasterCard. Cards connected to Visa and MasterCard. We have virtual cards, we have Infinity cards, which are physical. This is huge. We are connected to the banking system. Some platforms will tell you we will connect in the next 2 years. And before that 2 years, they're gone. But Aurum, remember, Aurum is not a network marketing company. They are built for the big boys. And so the Infinity card gives you access to spending up to $100,000. In fact, I saw up to $300,000 while trying to get a card recently. All right. So imagine being able to spend up to $100,000 without KYC, no KYC. Why would Visa give that kind of card to Aurum? That's a question you need to ask yourself, because people are not asking the right questions. Why will Visa give a card, a no KYC card, to Aurum to spend up to $100,000 without doing KYC? This is huge. Visa knows Aurum. Visa knows Aurum. And this is really a very powerful concept. Think about it. So here are some examples of people using the cards.
This is Michael. This is a beautiful lady, Nida from Marriott. Now we will see. Also, machen wir besser in Deutsch, ne? Brandneue Aurum Visa Card.
Tap one time.
Click.
Do you need this one?
Brauchst du einen Beleg? Nein.
No.
Was passiert jetzt hier? Sale, Receiving, Receipt. Wait. Super. All done.
Yeah. This one for you.
Micha, geiler Laden oder geiler Laden? Thank you.
You're
Kap kun
welcome.
krab.
All right, so that was in Thailand. Take one chance, and that was lovely.
This is
Have other examples. So here is Leo Shear, who is gonna do two videos for us here. Leo Shear is a top leader. He has attained freedom with Aurum. Listen.
What's going on, Coach Namdi? How's it going? As I promised you, I wanted to show you that I do indeed have one of the ecosystem of Aurum, and that is the debit card. We're here in Dubai, as you can see behind me, Burj Khalifa. Today is December 5th, and I'm about to buy family dinner. Let's go ahead and tap right here. And if we can just show the camera to see if it worked.
Sure. Approved.
AED, just come lower so she can see that it worked. No, the camera, not to me, so she can see. Oh, I need to be a pin, okay? Oh, wait.
It works.
And there we go. Aurum ecosystem, debit card, freedom. Take care, everyone. Let's go.
And so here's the card being used at an ATM.
All right, Coach Namdi, good afternoon to you. Remember yesterday, I promised you I was going to take the Aurum debit card. You saw me yesterday with the family. I used the card on the point of sale terminal. Today, 6th of December, we're going to take out some money with Aurum. Follow me. You have to remind me of the PIN number.
You have to move the camera a little bit for this one.
All right, let's go. Let's see this one in action. Should get some money out here. I'm probably going to take about $1,000. All right, I'm going to take $1,000. Here we go. I'm going to go with local currency. There we go. I can hear the machine. I can hear it giving me that freedom. All right, what's the card? What's the card? Take it slowly. Aurum. And here's the money. Yalla. All right. There we go. So 2 days in a row, 2 separate days. 5th of December, we used it to pay for a family dinner. Clicking it on the point of sale terminal. Today, 6th of December, we used it to take out money from the ATM. This is freedom. Take care, everybody.
Absolutely.
All right.
Aurum is freedom. Withdrawals in Aurum happen super easy. They're very reliable, like clockwork. You don't have to worry yourself. And guess what? You can have multiple withdrawals. I mean, you can withdraw in the morning and you withdraw again in the evening. You can withdraw and all will be processed. You don't have to worry yourself. Multiple withdrawals can be processed, and it's a super exciting system. However, the fee is just 1%. Yeah, 1%. If Aurum wanted to just make money off you a lot, they could even charge 5%, but they're just doing 1% as charge of whatever amount you're withdrawing. And of course, blockchain takes $1. So 1% plus $1. The opportunity is here, and we really encourage you to choose to participate because it will change your life. I mean, it will change your financial story. So that's the presentation on Aurum, and it's super easy. Just come in big, come in within your financial muscle, relax, enjoy the journey. Compound if you want to. That's it. You don't need to talk to anybody. It's not a network marketing company. It was not designed for recruiting people. It was designed to change, create more money for the rich people. So it's actually, can AI make you richer? That's the title. But, in Africa, for example, we say, can AI eradicate poverty? because there's so much poverty here. So I want to talk about a second part of the presentation, which involves the partner program. Now, as we go into the partner program, remember, everybody is in sales. Your banks are in sales. They're looking for more customers, right? Aurum has launched this exchange. They want more people who use the exchange. It's part of life. If you open a boutique, you want customers to visit you. If you open a salon, you got to tell everybody in your church, come, I have a salon right down the corner. Patronize me. That is sales. That is a partner program. So keep your mind open, because there's nothing wrong with having a partner program. If you're not in sales, you're not in business. That is a fact. If you open any business today, you want to be concerned about the value chain and how to make sales. The Aurum Partner Program is your gateway to financial breakthrough if you don't have capital. But even if you have capital, you can experience massive financial breakthrough just because you want to empower people. Listen to what Crypto Wendy, asked Brian Benson, and Brian Benson's response, life-changing.
If you had to describe Aurum's long-term mission in one simple sentence, what would it be?
Well, this is an easy one because this is something that we're really focused on, and one of the reasons that I'm happy to be the CEO here, but we're focused on creating 1,000 millionaires. And so we want to create, a billion-dollar company, and the easiest math I can think of is 1,000 million is a billion, right? So if we have 1,000 millionaires that have earned that through our platform, I feel like that's going to be a job well done. So yeah, we want to create 1,000 millionaires.
1,000 millionaires. These 1,000 millionaires are partners. They are people that want to work with Aurum, dedicate time to building Aurum and introducing Aurum to their community. So these people are going to dedicate 1 hour a day, or 30 minutes a day, or 15 minutes a day. They work at their pace. Or they say, okay, it's weekends, I'm going to do 10 hours on weekends. So they work at their pace, and it's flexible, right? Partners of Aurum can be people who have their normal 9 to 5. You can have your 9 to 5 and work with Aurum, and within a few months or years, you're ready to quit your 9 to 5. That is real. It happens in Aurum. So those 1,000 persons are people who are determined, people with tenacity, people who have grit, people who don't give up so easily, all right? People who wake up and say, I am smart, I am special, I am a winner, I am making this amount of money. They keep saying it out loud and rewiring themselves for success, because there are different ways of making money in Aurum. You make money from direct sales, make money from team sales, make money from direct profit share, make money from team profit share. You make money when you rank up. $50,000 was earned by a member of the team for hitting the rank of magnate. $50,000. Come on, that's huge. And so you also have the shareholder bonus when you are Oracle and above, all right? And that was also paid a few days ago. So it's really exciting. Here's the compensation plan, and I'm just going to talk about the first 2 lines there. So when you get started, you are a Nova, and I call Nova novice. You're a novice to Aurum money. You are ignorant of Aurum money. A person who is a Nova, especially somebody who stays too long in Nova, will feel that there is no money in Aurum. That's always a temptation, and that's why we tell you, get out of Nova fast. If you want to be a partner, get out of Nova fast. If you want to be passive, that's fine. You can stay in Nova forever. But if you want to be a partner and build a career, get out of Nova fast. You can do it in 1 week or 2 weeks. You can move with speed. Get out of Nova. Because if you stay in Nova, you're not getting team income, you're not getting the extra bonus, you're just there. Making only 3% for whoever deposits into your account. Now, that's going to be boring, but that's good enough. But get out of Nova. How do you get out of Nova? You build a team of community trading with $7,500. Yeah, that's it. Set your target. Set a target. Look for 8 people who can do $1,000 each. Boom, and you are a Voyager. And when you hit Voyager, if anybody signs up with your link, you're no more going to get 3%. You're going to get 5%. So you've earned yourself a promotion. And for hitting that promotion, Aurum will give you a $100 bonus. Say thank you for promoting yourself. And guess what? You now unlock team income. Open Sesame. This team income is, you're no more a novice to Aurum money. You are going to be seeing it flowing in. And then the next thing you're going to say, what's going to happen if I can hit Vanguard? Vanguard requires $25,000. Now, please take note, this $25,000 does not include your trading capital, okay? And this $25,000 also includes this 7,500, all right? So the money you use to rank up to Voyager is also included in this, all right? So it's not like you start counting from zero. When you hit Vanguard, you get another promotion. Anybody that uses your link, you're going to get 7%. And for getting that promotion, Aurum will give you $500. And then you unlock 7.5% team income. This team income is so important because every day when people trade successfully, you will get a percentage of the profit that they made. Yes. That income is huge. And it's consistent. That means if nobody joins your team anymore, nobody signs up anybody, nobody activates anybody, you're going to be getting that team income back to back to back. That's huge. You're going to be making some money as a Voyager from the team income. You're going to be making some money as a Vanguard from team income. But I can tell you categorically, those monies are peanuts compared to what's going to happen when you hit Nexus and Oracle. By the way, when you hit Vanguard Pro, you get $1,000 bonus. When you hit Nexus, you get a $2,000 bonus. When you hit Oracle, you get a $5,000 bonus. When you hit Prime, you get a $10,000 bonus. And when you hit Elite, oh my goodness, you get a $20,000 bonus. And when you hit Magnet, you get $50,000 bonus. So we experienced $50,000 bonus in the structure recently, a few days ago. That is massive. And when you get to Mitos, you make $100,000 bonus. Legend, you get $150,000 bonus. Dominion, you get $500,000 bonus. And it keeps going. Archon, Pantheon, and Alpha, $3 million bonus. What are you going to do with all these bonuses? You're going to change lives. And that is why we tell you in Aurum, we don't just earn, we empower. The first page of the compensation plan is all about getting out of poverty. So as you grow through each of these ranks, you're unlocking a pipe of cash flow. When you get to Voyager, you open the pipe, it starts flowing. Before Voyager, you're just there. You're a novice. You don't know anything about Aurum money. When you get to know Voyager, you start feeling it little. Vanguard, okay, it's increasing. Vanguard Pro, oh, not bad, not bad. Nexus, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Nexus is a moment you experience breakthrough financially. Oracle, oh my God, double of whatever Nexus is doing. Prime, double of whatever Oracle is doing. When you hit Prime, you have defeated poverty. So this page is all about getting out of poverty. But when you are elite, it is welcome to wealth. Make more money than you can spend. When you get to Magnet, you are a phenomenon. Mitos, legend, legendary. Dominion, dominion of money. And so that's how you keep growing. And it's an amazing, amazing platform. So those who just started recently in August, and this is how much they're making. Some have made $97,000, and some have made $48,000. So imagine if this were you, just by becoming part of the partner program. Aurum delivers results, consistency, month after month. And so we really thank you for being here. One question. Is Aurum a Ponzi scheme? The answer is no. Based on the knowledge we have seen 6 months generated results live on KuCoin and OKX. Those would not be happening if they are not trading. So that is a sign to tell you that these guys are trading. So we believe that they know what they're doing. So this is not a Ponzi scheme. The profit is made from trading activities. The qualification for Maldives is on April 16th to 19th. All those who qualify will be at Maldives. All right. These are the conditions. If you personally can sponsor anybody who comes in with $50,000 between now and then, you will get to Maldives. There are only 150 seats. available, 150 seats. If you want to qualify the VIP level, of course, you can directly sponsor $100,000 worth of, deposits. But please take note, it's direct sales. Then there are 50 seats for network qualification. That means between your level, Generation 1 and Generation 7, you want to make sure that you are pulling $250,000 into Aurum between Generation 1 and Generation 7. Everybody in those generations working hard. If you achieve that, you will see yourself at, invited for the Maldives event. And of course, if you want to be a VIP on the network side, that means you between your Generation 1 and 7, you put in $500,000. So that is huge. And that is an amazing opportunity. All right. I want you to listen to this presentation, the voice notes that you're going to hear. Listen to this guy's experience.
Hi everyone, so we're just having a lunch break right now, me and some leaders, and interestingly we have Abdul here with us. Now Abdul is one of the first Nigerians that invested in Aurum, and he has some interesting things to share with us. Abdul, can you tell us why you were interested in Aurum?
Obviously the card really motivated me, and I know that there is no scam since this card is connected to the bank. So on my expenses now, because I always travel, so the ticket, the hotel, the shopping we did with my card. This is what motivated me to invest heavily on this program.
Awesome. So now tell me about it. How much did you start with? Yes, how much did you start with?
What do you have?
How much did you start with?
Obviously I started with less than $1,000. But now in Naira, I have more than 4 billion inside.
Did you hear that? Abdul says he has more than 4 billion naira inside this business. With a B. With a B.
Yeah, with a B. Big B.
A big B.
Yeah.
Big now that shows confidence in the business.
Wow.
Okay, so you were talking about Zeus
so
as
my
well.
Nigerian people, you need to wake up. This is a real opportunity for us to accumulate, to invest heavily, and to trust the process. There is nothing hidden on this program.
Awesome.
I started in April. I never thought I would meet something in this crypto space like this company. I never thought in my wildest dream. But obviously it is happening. We have been to many seminars. We have been to Thailand, to Turkey. Now we are in Dubai. So you have to trust the process. So next one you will be there and see yourself.
So Abdul was talking about Zeus. And was saying
very good also.
Yeah.
Because I have seen now CEO have just shown us that we made about 89%.
Yeah.
And we just started, I think, in the third quarter of this year.
Exactly.
So it's a very good investment as well, because the crypto is always increasing. We have a dream that Bitcoin will reach 1 million one day.
Yeah.
Ethereum.
Yeah.
Doge. Which one is the other one?
Pepe did quite a lot. The percentage Pepe did over 149. Yes, that's
so
huge.
Better you also invest in that one.
You were saying something about how much you were making from Zeus,
around $42,000 every month.
Every month. Can you beat that just on Zeus?
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Because
Can you
just compounding?
I mean,
always compounding.
Abdul is making over $42,000 on Zeus alone every month. No way. Abdul, can you please share? Please, Abdul, can you even just share? Like, how much do you make from X? That's EX. What's right now?
On average, every day I made on average $20,000.
Every day.
Every day.
No way.
And this is half of the account.
Abdul says this is. Go ahead, please tell me.
Yeah.
Tell me, this is half of the account.
Yeah, it's for 3 days and half of the account of our account, because some will withdraw, some will compound. So these are the withdrawal account.
You don't say.
We made a withdrawal, but yet to be sent. I think for today. But this is from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Wow. Wow. You said if you compound in 4 months, you can make 120%, and you also catch that. That's a strong one. Then compounding is very important. Yeah. Hi everyone.
All right, so that's a very powerful video. I had to jump it, but you know what? That's somebody. He started with $1,000 and then upped his game. Top up. I know you've listened to this presentation and you might be wondering, oh, is this real? Oh, will this work? This video is for you.
I know your problem. You got a Bruno in your head.
A Bruno?
Yeah, I get one too sometimes. Alberto, you can't. Alberto, you're gonna die. Alberto, don't put that in your mouth. Luca, it's simple. Don't listen to stupid Bruno.
Why is his name Bruno?
I don't care. It doesn't matter. Call him whatever you want. Shut him up. Say, Silenzio Bruno.
Silencio Bruno.
Louder. Silenzio Bruno.
Silencio Bruno.
Silenzio Bruno.
Silencio Bruno.
Can you still hear him?
Nope, just you.
You have to silence Bruno. Silencio Bruno for the sake of your family. Silencio Bruno for the future of your kids. Silencio Bruno and get in on Aurum. Don't let fear of $120 paralyze you. Get in on Aurum. Coming big. Study and take the game to a new level. So that is what is happening in Aurum. And I want to thank you very much for being a part of this presentation. Please remember this. Aurum is like a miracle mat. You step on it and say, take me to $1 million. And it will take you to $1 million. So get back to whoever invited you. Get started and let's change your financial story. The person that was interviewing, the man there was Ebok. And so she's the magnate in the team. And one of the days we're going to get her here and hear her testimonial. So thank you very much for being here. Let's go take action.